Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This video is a little bit different from the videos I usually make. I'm making basically a settings video and settings I use personally. I'll also go over each different types of settings and what you can do and all that stuff. So first thing you want to know is the different response curves. You have your base response curve or standard, which is what is on default if you just install the game fresh out. It usually reverts to that by default. Standard refers to as a ramp, how it reacts to your inputs. So say for instance you drag your stick from the center point to the right all the way. It's gonna go up in increments, like maybe 5%, 2%, 10%, until it reaches that maximum threshold that you set. So if it set the threshold to 100 in COD, it's gonna ramp up by whatever value they have set it in the game for standard. It's dog shit. I wouldn't recommend using it. And next in line, it got linear. It has like a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you move 20%, your aim moves 20%. There's no like special ramping effect. It is immediate, so you can react way faster with linear. And in my opinion, I like linear better because it's more consistent across the board. And then next in line, you have dynamic. Dynamic is what the majority of people play on. It's easier than linear, because linear you have to actually master your settings. Dynamic is easier for everybody because it's like you don't have to do much. It gives you the best of both worlds of standard and linear, where in the middle of your stick threshold it gives you like linear, so you can like move your stick pretty fast, but on the outer edges it slows down your aim, so you can have like the aim response of standard but the speed of linear. So it's like a hybrid between the two. So that's the basis of the aim response for anyone that did not know. I'm gonna launch my game now, and I'm gonna show you some of the settings I have in my game personally. I play on PC with a controller because I suck at keyboard and mouse, so I gotta use the controller because that's what I know. I came from console, and it's been a good time on PC, like not having to like pay for online play and all that. Yeah, they recently made it towards Warzone or any free games is free to play online, but I'm not dealing with that. I'm just gonna select the random mode so I can get access to the gunsmith or gun range. So here it's got my striker. As you can see, I got rotational aim assist. The settings I have, I'm gonna just go down and I explain it right after. So I play on 15:15. I play with a linear aim response curve, as well as a custom aim response for each gun, like specific zoom. Like a low zoom is iron sights, 2 to 3 is like a precision red dot to like a zoom red dot. A 4 to 5 is like ACOGs, that's sniper rifles. 6 to 7 is sniper rifles. 8 to 9 is like sniper rifles, but most of these can be ACOGs as well. It also got high zoom, which is like sniper rifles, which it goes up to like 11 times and all that. So I keep mine on custom, so I have different sensitivities for each gun. You can put it on, like you can leave this off and put it on default and just use this one right here and use the same aim multiply across all. Some people put it down, some people put it up. I like putting it up because it makes so I don't have the ADS to move my aim pretty fast or flick. So in my opinion, I put it higher, but some people they might put it lower depending on how it feels to them. It's not one size fits all type of deal. But this I like the Black Ops aim response curve because I realized the rotational aim assist is stronger. I hope I can show that on camera, but it might look the same to some people, but to how I feel like to the game, like I play on a 0 left stick dead zone, so it just grabs it automatically when I'm moving. And then this is Black Ops. In my opinion, I think Black Ops is stronger in terms of like aim response. I use Black Ops, and the other one was, I think that's it. I have automatic attack sprint on. I take this setting off. I had it on originally, but it was messing up my slides when I was trying to change directions to like left and right, so it would mess up my aim or make me like do a stutter. Like I don't know what it is, it just feels weird, like there's a bump in my movement. So I turn it off so that way I can manually activate when I switch directions. So let's say I'm running here and I want to go like here. Like if I have it on, for some odd reason it does weird shit. Like there's a delay like between the attack sprint and me actually sliding. It does that weird shit where I cannot turn while I'm doing that. So I turned that off so that way I can constantly move. I can change directions way easier and way faster without having that delay there. It's minuscule, but I notice it. I also have it on single tap sprint, so I tap it once after I sprint slide, and then I go immediately into a run or tactical run. And you also got auto move forward off, partial airborne momentum. Sometimes it saves me when I grab ledges and windows. Plunging water, I have it on free. Sprinting door bash, all of this. I changed the tactical stance to ADS plus melee because it's way faster. I can like switch on the go. So if I wanted to switch it with shotguns, I can just tap it and I can switch rather than having to press D-pad, which is like taking my finger off my stick. So that's what I use. Tactical stance is on toggle. Prioritize, reload, everyone runs that. Apply all armor plates, and that's basically everything is the same. Have this on independent. Some people put it on paired, but I like the independent to all fire. I got lean out. I changed this to ADS, so when I ADS, I automatically lean out of vehicles. You can also change the delays. I keep the ping for off, and then for the double tap I put short, so that way I can double tap really fast to say there's an enemy there. And then the wheels behavior, I have it on hold. And I think that's majority of the controller settings. Graphic settings is your generic graphic settings, where you have like unlimited, and then low latency. That has it's a PC settings. CAS with 90. You have your VRAM scale. I keep my texture resolution on normal with a high texture filter. Everything else is low or off. This one I have it on minimal. Some people say it doesn't make a difference, but I just keep it on minimal. This one makes a big difference in terms of like how the game performs. So I have mine on low. You won't be able to change this if you're on console, but if you're on PC, it makes the game run like so much better. I have this on affected. This is wide. This is 90. I play on 120. I don't change it. Some people might put it lower, some people might put it higher, but I'll put it at 120. Vehicle, I have it on wide. Word motion blur and weapon motion blur off. Film grain off. These two to make the visual recoil a little bit smaller. So I keep those at 50. I have inverted flash because it makes my screen dark instead of white, and I hate that flashbang. So I rather just keep the darker tones. So yeah, once you get your settings dialed in, so how you find your settings is, so first you're gonna have to find the perfect dead zone for your controller, because my controller is different from everybody else's. So your right stick dead zone, you want to have that set to like maybe 4 to 5 if you're on PlayStation controllers. If you're on Xbox controllers, it might be slightly higher, like 7 or maybe even 10, because the dead zones on Xbox controllers go way higher to like 20 something. I think it's like, no, I'm tweaking, 15 is the highest, 15 to 20. And everything else on PlayStation is like 0 to 10 for the dead zone. So PlayStation controllers are more accurate because they have the smaller dead zone, versus Xbox controllers have a bigger dead zone gap. So they tend to get stick drift more commonly than PlayStation controllers. But PlayStation eventually will get it, but it takes a while. They just be trying to milk us. Like I have a Hall effect joystick. I'll put up a picture of the controller I have, but it's been modded to have two keyboard switches on the back. There's a cherry red linear switches. So I changed the tactile buttons to like linear switches, so that way I can just have the the buttons be more consistent and they don't wear out the disc over time like tactile does. Editor's note here, I forgot to mention that they also have a software for my controller, and in the software I basically put my stick to 80 65, and it's like the same as putting your left stick in the game to 60 and then 90 or 80, and that seems to do the same thing, but I just do it in the software because it's more sensitive on the controller itself. And yeah, that's what I did. So yeah, this controller is also overclockable, the 1000 pulling rate, but it disables the audio jack. So that's basically what I have on my as my controller. As for everything else, to find your perfect sensitivity, you basically come here and you just turn around. Once you can constantly do a 180, that's when you find a perfect sensitivity. So let me go to like a slow sensitivity, like 6. Say for instance you play on 6. I personally don't like 6, but I'm gonna demonstrate. Like some people say this is like way too slow to react. Like if you highlight triggers, by the time you should turn around, like I'm not used to 6, so don't blame me. By the time you should turn around, you already got shot and killed. Me, I like being able to like turn around as soon as possible. So you know when you ADS and then you turn around, you can like aim out as soon as you turn around. That way it's like faster, because your ADS sensitivity is different from your actual sensitivity that you get when you're looking. So some people run 10, like 10 is a good number. It's like half of 20, which is like a pretty decent. It's fast enough to turn around, but it doesn't feel right to me and it doesn't speak to me, so I play mine at 15. I used to play on 2020 back in the day, but 15 is like the only one I can like consistently turn around. Like as soon as I see someone, I can like turn around or flick. Like being able to like look at corners. I can also flick between enemies, like micro flicks. You can also aim out to make it easier to snap between targets, and you just line it up so it's like it hooks in, and you can also strafe. I might cut majority of the clip down to make it shorter for you guys, but basically that's it. That's my side of the video. If you liked the video, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.